Ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips, your praise will ever be.
Hi y'all! So I'm super excited to be filming this video. If you don't know, this is the first of a 3-week series of videos on singleness. And when I say singleness, I mean not married. I don't mean if you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean not married. And yeah, so this video specifically is just gonna center in on singleness in general and the benefits and the struggles that come along with it. And I'm really excited to be making this series because it's been something that singleness I don't know, it's just a weird topic to talk about, but I found a lot of encouragement from 15 years old until now on the outlook of singleness. And if you don't know, I'm not married, so this is something that's super relatable, so I totally understand. But anyways, so today I just want to start off by talking about the struggles that come with singleness. I'll end with all the benefits and the good things. But yeah, so I get it completely. At 15 years old is when I really started to desire marriage, which is like, why were you doing that at 15? But I just did. I don't know why. It was like right after my first like real serious relationship. After it ended, I was just like, oh, I'm so done with dating. This stuff sucks. I just want to get married, and I just want the Lord to send me the guy he made for me, and we'll just get married and it'll be great. And like, so I was praying for my husband and that the Lord would send him and the Lord would prepare me for him and all this stuff, and I was just like ready. And there's all my friends used to make fun of me in high school because if there was ever a time where they're like, oh, what's your dream job, or what do you want to do when you grow up? And I was like, I just want to get married and be a mom. Like, that was really what I wanted to do. And I mean, it's still what I want to do, but I know that the Lord has so much in store for me in my season of singleness. But I just want to say, like, I understand. Sorry, the clock. I just want to say, like, I completely understand the struggle. As females, it's really easy to get wrapped up in what could be or what is to come and daydream about it and let it consume us. That's what I did so much. It was even to the point where like praying for my husband was something that like consumed me, and I was just like miserable. Like, I would go on a date with a guy and I'm just like, oh, I know he's not my husband, like he's not the one God sent me, like this is awful. And this was at 16 years old, and it was just like not a good place to be at. And so I understand that sometimes it's tough, and sometimes I'm like, God, do you really have someone in store for me? And like, I definitely know that it's a struggle sometimes to believe that the Lord has someone in store for you and that the Lord is preparing something great for you. Because I was like that from like 15 till 18 years old, till just a few months ago. It was like I was just like waiting for my husband. Like, I was just like, Lord, like, why isn't he here? Like, even going into college, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to college, the Lord is just gonna send me this God-fearing man, and oh, it's gonna be, and you know, I was just like, everywhere I was going, I was waiting for the Lord to do that. And it's really draining to be impatiently waiting for something and looking for it all the time. And I finally got to the point where the Lord has like taught me so much about this season of singleness and how sweet it's going to be and how amazing it is that he's gifted me with this season of singleness and this season of waiting. And so I'm just going to share with you guys some of the things that I've done during my season of singleness that have helped me so much, that I've really enjoyed and I really like to do. And so I think it was this past like 6 months that I have really understood what it's like to just like fall madly in love with Jesus. And so much of my life was like, part of me was in Jesus and part of me was in the world, and I was like struggling to decide which one I really wanted to have. And it's like in this last 6 months, I really found like my crazy romance story in Jesus and not in a guy. And that's like crazy to me because I love it. And it's weird because I always like had this, I was that girl that like fantasized about my wedding and has a Pinterest board like planned out for every part of my life, and was just like a daydreamer in every way possible. And wanting this sweet fairy tale that someday the Lord will bless me with, but it's like I didn't even realize that this love story I've been looking for my whole life is literally already there in the Bible. Like, the Lord has written this beautiful love letter, this love story, this fairy tale for me, to me, in his words through the Bible. And that's just so sweet to me. When I first heard it like that, I was like, yeah, like, Jesus is my prince. I'm his. And when you start to see it that way, it's such a sweet blessing, and I'm thankful that the Lord has opened my eyes to see it that way. And so now I want to tell you about all the amazing things you have to look forward to in your season of singleness. First of all, you have so much free time, and whether you're busy with a lot of activities or not, because I totally am, you have so much that you don't have to deal with, like a husband, like children. So that's like, I don't think people realize, which you're probably like thinking, how do I know, because I'm not married, but it's just obvious. Like, clearly when you're married, you have things that you have to deal with. You have to, you know, spend time with your husband, you know, cook and do things that wives do, I don't know, that you don't have to do now. And when you have children, well, everyone knows you don't have time then. So during this time, the Lord is preparing your husband for you, but he's also preparing you for your husband. And so during this time, you get to just like fall in love with Jesus. And until you're completely in love with Jesus, you're not ready to be completely in love with another human. And it's so great to know that the Lord is like right there to relentlessly pursue us at all times. And as women, we want that. We want to be pursued by a man. And Jesus is like, hello, like, will you go out with me? Like, well, you know, like, Jesus is always there, and it's so sweet. And during this time of singleness, we need to take advantage of this time so that when we are busy with a full-time job, with a husband, with children, we're already strong and rooted in the Lord. So if we don't have time a couple days to do our devotion, or if we get lost in our child up all night, or like spending time with our husband in life, then we're already rooted in the Lord, and we have that strength in the Lord, so that a couple days, you know, not in the Word, you're already there, and you just feel His presence all the time because you've already found your place in the Lord, and you've let the Lord, you know, find His place in you. And so it's so good to have this time to just worry about you and the Lord, and like growing, and to be able to focus on the Lord and His plan for you, and serving Him before you can serve your husband and your children. And I think that's so sweet, and that's why this season of singleness is so great, because it's your time with the Lord and the Lord alone. And I just love that. Oh gosh, I might cry when I say this, but I just love, I don't know if it's a story or an example or something, I don't know, but I love it when they say it like, I don't know who they are, but anyways, the idea of dancing with Jesus, and you're just like looking up at Him in awe, just dancing with Him. And then when you're not even paying attention, like, the guy you're gonna marry just steps in, and your Prince Charming just steps in, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know you were there. And it's not until that we can truly dance and just look at Jesus in awe, that it's then when we can do that he'll slip them in. I don't know, I just think that's so beautiful. And right now I'm just learning to dance with Jesus, and I'm content with that. And I hope that this video helps you to be content and satisfied in your singleness too. But before I end this video, I just want to show you guys some of the books and resources of things that I've read during my seasons of singleness, and things that have helped me. The first one is Praying for Your Future Husband by Robin Jones Gunn. This is what it looks like. And then it's just literally just gives you advice on praying for your husband, and I love it. It's great. And then the next one is called Spoken For, and it's just talking to women and embracing who the Lord made you to be, and it's really great. And it's by the same woman who wrote that, Robin Jones Gunn, and Alyssa Bethke, who is my favorite human ever. But anyways, that's what this book looks like. The next one is called A Lady in Waiting, and it's by Jackie Kendall. And this one is more of like a devotional. You can like write things in it as you go, and it kind of asks you questions and stuff. So that's what this one looks like. I have a couple copies of this, and they look different, so They might not all look like that. This one is called The Mingling of Souls, and it's by Matt Chandler, and it is about God's design for love and marriage and all the things that go in there, and like God's design for those things and how they're supposed to look through God's word. And it's a really, really good book. So that's what this looks like. And this last one is called Get Lost, and it's by Dana Gresh, and it is so good. I just finished that one back in January before going on this, you know, just big journey of falling so in love with the Lord and just like giving him all of my attention and just rededicating my life to him. And it just really inspired me so much, and the words were so encouraging and so true and so needed. And so yes, I really love those books, and they all helped me so much. And so yeah, those are the things that really helped me during mine. Just really my singleness. Like I'm not still going through it or something. But anyways, I just want to share with you guys some of the resources that I've used. And clearly, this book right here, if you've never read it, it's called The Bible. No, no, but seriously, there's some really great verses that have encouraged me in my singleness, and just waiting on the Lord, waiting on my husband, and just waiting for what the Lord has in store for me. And it's really great to have his word and his love story that he wrote for you right here in the Bible, and it's really sweet. But yeah, so I really hope you guys like this video, and I'm excited to post the next one sometime soon. I'm not really sure the exact day that I'm going to be posting the next 2 videos, but I hope you guys will enjoy those, and I hope you enjoy this one as well. So thanks for watching, y'all. God bless.